give and take matter, Mr. Speaker. And so I want to thank the committee, the mediation committee, for the figure that they were able to squeeze out of the national government of 415 billion. The biggest question now, Mr. Speaker, will be whether once this House comes up with a disbursement schedule, whether then the National Treasury will abide or will follow that particular disbursement schedule. Because we have been having challenges with counties, not because we have not been able to allocate them amounts that can help in delivery of services at the county level, but because there are delayed disbursements, which is the next thing that these houses should push for, so that disbursements are made according to the schedule that we are going to come up with, Mr. Speaker. While at that, we must also tell our governors, the 47 of them, that the enhanced amounts must be used more for development and not on labor, on wage bills, Mr. Speaker. Because we have almost every other county, none has been able to abide by the 35% requirement, because, Mr. Speaker, they are required to maintain the wage bill at 35% of their total resources. And, Mr. Speaker, I request that you may ask the minority whip and the chair of the mediation committee to also give us some peace so that we can be able to prosecute our issues. So, Mr. Speaker, the disbursement schedule will be very important. Number two, Mr. Speaker, is that these governors must be able now to invest more in development than wage bills and other unnecessary matters. Not to mention that they also need to look at pending bills and see to it that they clear those that they owe, so that the same can start trickling back to the counties for more development, Mr. Speaker. We must tell rogue governors who think that when these amounts of money are sent to them, that they can spend or expend the same for purposes other than those that serve the people of the counties that they are elected to serve in. Mr. Speaker, case in point is one governor, and that is none but the governor of Nairobi, who has in public said that he is not going to allow, that he is going to protect Nairobi, Mr. Speaker. We want to tell such a governor that these funds that we have so worked so hard to negotiate for them must be used for the good of the people in their counties and not for any criminal activities. Goons must not be financed from the amounts that we have negotiated for these counties, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,
what is the point of order, Senator Mandago?
Honorable Speaker, I didn't want to interrupt my good friend, the Senator from Murang'a, but understanding what 105 as a statement of fact, can the Senator from Murang'a provide evidence that the governor for Nairobi has used the funds for Nairobi to pay goons? Honorable Speaker, we have not even released this money. We are just debating on what is going to be shared, and the governor, the Senator is making statements that I believe are not of fact. Can he provide evidence to the same? Honorable Speaker, the governor for Nairobi is within his rights to protect the property of the business people in Nairobi. We have witnessed the destruction that is happening. Business people are losing their capital. Honorable Speaker, wouldn't it be the responsibility of the governor to ensure there is a thriving, conducive business environment? And the governor should then use the necessary resources and available means to make sure that the businesses are protected, because that is what creates employment. The biggest problem we have in this country is unemployment. How do we destroy what we have in the pretext of...
You've made your point of order known. Senator Nyutu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think the former governor for Uasin Gishu, I think he still suffers from the hangovers of having been governor in Uasin Gishu. And for that reason, Mr. Speaker, he forgets that he's a senator who is supposed to defend devolution in counties and not to defend other governors.
And then the point of order raised, Senator Nyutu, you've made an assertion to the effect that the governor of Nairobi is using resources to pay goons.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Do you have evidence to that effect? Can you substantiate that statement? If yes, proceed to substantiate. If you are unable, you may have to proceed to withdraw that statement and apologize.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the guidance. I think I did not say that he's paying goons, Mr. Speaker. What I said that, and it is in public domain, that the governor for Nairobi has said that he's going to protect Nairobi against demonstrators. And that is something, Mr. Speaker, that is in public domain. And there cannot be any other way that a governor can protect his or her county other than using goons, because the governor, any governor, does not have any police under their command. And Mr. Speaker, I would therefore not be very wrong to assume that any governor that says that they are going to protect their counties physically...
Senator Nyutu, let's make this very short so that you proceed with your wonderful intervention on this report. You have made that assertion. The answer is there.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
Substantiate or withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, then I withdraw. Let me just continue. Let me just, the Senator for Kakamega wants to inform me.
Let's dispense with this point of order first.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Speaker, then I withdraw. Let me continue. I was just advising governors, not just the governor of Nairobi, to expend amounts in a way that helps their constituents, and not in a way of showing bravado and spending their monies in matters that actually are not even important for their people, and not to overstep their mandate. Mr. Speaker, we must also ask the national government, which in this particular mediated version is going to retain over 2.3 trillion Kenya shillings, Mr. Speaker, that these amounts also must be expended in the right way, must be expended in a way that is of benefit to the country, Mr. Speaker. We are disturbed that we find those serving in the national government, Mr. Speaker, carrying money in sacks every weekend, every weekday, as they go about even programs that are not known in law, like empowerment programs, Mr. Speaker. And we want to believe that these amounts are spent from the allocation that is made. So, Mr. Speaker, we would also want to call upon the national government to spend the amounts allocated to them in a way, Mr. Speaker, that, for example, creates jobs for our youth, improves health, because they are retaining amounts of money at the national level, just like Senator Mongatana submitted here, Mr. Speaker. And so we are saying, let the national government, and Mr. Speaker, you know, we cannot divorce ourselves from what is happening in the country as of now. Because, Mr. Speaker, we have had very many losses, loss of life and loss of property, destruction of property, especially on the day before yesterday when there were protests, Mr. Speaker. And we would have wanted to see a situation where public funds are spent in protection of life and property, Mr. Speaker. And on this, I also want to call upon the national government, probably to invest more. If they need more police officers to maintain law and order, that then such is done, instead of failing in their duty and then blaming particular people and profiling some communities on something that is of national importance. Let us have more police officers, that is what we need, because the allocation has been made. Mr. Speaker, let us invest more in intelligence and to avoid most of the things that we are seeing here. And Mr. Speaker, we must also say that because we have had some very unfortunate happenings in our country, I think in the last about 72 hours, that we condemn in the strongest terms possible any loss of life, any destruction of property, because, Mr. Speaker, we must call some of these things out, because this is not the way to go. And we must call upon the CES for Interior, that we must be more responsible, Mr. Speaker. He appeared in this house just the other day about a killing, and Mr. Speaker, all of us are very disturbed to hear the CS calling on the police to shoot, to kill, giving them an order to shoot and kill, and even referring to some other authority above him, and we do not have to be very smart to know what that authority is, Mr. Speaker. And so we are saying that this is our country. All these monies that we are allocating to the counties, if there is no peace in the counties, then it will all be in vain. The national government must ensure that every person is safe, that every business person is safe, and they must not hide in the sand and blame somebody after things have been done. We have national intelligence services. They must be able to unfoil anybody, any plan to destroy life or property. For them to come and cry crocodile tears, Mr. Speaker, that is not something that we may want to allow. And it is important, as I sit down, Mr. Speaker, in support, to say that we live in this country, we exist in this country, not at the pleasure of anybody, Mr. Speaker. We are here because God placed us here, and we have a right to be here. We may serve in the cabinet at the pleasure of somebody. We may serve in the president in some appointments at the pleasure of somebody, and that is especially the president. But we do not live in this country at the pleasure of the president or at the pleasure of anybody else, Mr. Speaker. We live here because God placed us here. Let us build a good country for all of us. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support this particular version.
Senator Tabitha Mutinda.